Text reading, Bureau of Land Management, Alaska Fire Service. A bundle attached to a parachute moves through the air above a forest. Text reading, the big robot, Joint Precision Airdrop Systems 2K. Video of a bundle attached to a parachute floating through the sky, turning into a graphic video of the Bureau of Land Management logo.
My name is Bill Kramer. I'm chief of the Alaska Smokejumpers. We're part of the Alaska Fire Service, which is part of the BLM and Department of Interior. And our mission, in its most simplest sense, is to protect life, property, and resources. It is a challenging field, and it's getting harder. And we're constantly trying to improve our skills and knowledge and our abilities. And sometimes we do that through new tools, new technologies. And JPADS is an example of that. The Smokejumpers have been involved with JPADS for 5-6 years, but we only had a few units. So they were really reserved only like on a critical medical emergency. This year, we finally had enough units, they were donated from the military surplus, that we could actually use them a little bit more. And Gold King was a situation where, you probably could get down low level, but maybe not. And the nice thing about JPADS is that you can just say, yep, at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be delivering a bundle.
Several airplanes parked on an asphalt aircraft ramp in the rain. 2 people walk toward one airplane. A forklift transporting a wrapped bundle drives to the back of that airplane. Text reads, Ladfield, Fort Wainwright, Alaska, July 4th, 2024.
Just real quick, give me your first and last name if you don't mind.
Levi Doran.
What's your role here with AFS?
So I'm one of the smoke jumpers here, and I work back here in paracargo as well. So we're looking at a pallet of essentially that's some fuel, some other cargo too. And how we're going to deliver that is with a JPADS system, so Joint Precision Airdrop. Essentially it's a computer that'll control a ram air parachute.
Rain drops in a puddle. A red and white plane sits in the background.
So it's raining and we don't have the ceiling to drop. We can fly up at a higher elevation or higher altitude. Kick this out with pre-programmed coordinates for where our drop zone is going to be, and this can deliver it with essentially no ceiling on the ground.
So this is the computer unit, essentially. It is GPS guided. There's a couple of servo motors here to allow the thing to steer.
And so it'll get right to the target on the ground where the smoke jumpers are or where the crews are, so they have the supplies they need.
In theory, yeah. It's a computer.
A forklift places a canvas-wrapped bundle in the back of an airplane. 2 men move the canvas-wrapped bundle around and using straps secure it in the back of the airplane.
On the Gold King, the Forest Service loaned us a unit that's good up to 2,000 pounds. And they had about 1,800 pounds, I think, on that bundle.
A view from an open warehouse door. A red and white plane moves past another red and white plane parked on an asphalt ramp. 2 men use a strap to hold a large canvas-wrapped bundle at the back of a flying airplane.
We drop these at 5,000 AGL, 5,000 feet above ground, and it has that amount of altitude to play with. It is under a very large square parachute. That's about 3 times the size of our personnel chutes, roughly 1,000 square feet.
3, 2, 1, kick!
As it exits the aircraft, cable is pulled. The circuitry there, that starts a timer. It rides the drogue for, I believe, about 6 seconds. And then the main canopy deploys, and it will begin taking inputs from its position over the ground and steering with the servo motor.
A bundle suspended underneath the parachute descends from the sky. Text reads, Gold King Fire, number 276, July 4, 2024.
One of the main advantages is it doesn't require clear air. We can fly IFR. The pilot doesn't have to see anything.
2 firefighters walk on the ground, waiting for the parachute to descend to the forest floor.
The kickers don't have to see anything. The guys on the ground don't have to see anything. And we can deliver it within about a 100-meter circle. And you can resupply your firefighters on the ground, no matter what the weather is.
Voice of BLM Alaska Fire Service
the
Smokejumpers,
slider,
Jeff Stark.
it slows the opening. Turn in.
Nailed it.
Text reading on July 4th, 2024. BLM Alaska Fire Service Smokejumpers used a Joint Precision Airdrop System 2K, otherwise known as JPADS 2K, for the first time to deliver paracargo to firefighters on the Gold King Creek Fire, number 276. The palletized load of fuel and other supplies weighed more than 1,100 pounds. It was delivered on target. The U.S. Forest Service Smokejumpers, who are JPAD specialists, believe this was the first operational use of a JPADS 2K outside the U.S. military operations. Or in their words, the big robot got her first fire jump. Text reads produced by BLM AFS Public Affairs.